Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, thank you very much for your kind association. Please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnav vrinda ki jai. Om Adnyanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namaham Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. By the causeless mercy of Srila Prabhupada and Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar, we are continuing to read Srila Sanatan Goswami's Shri Brhad Bhagavatamrta. Shri Yudhisthira Maharaj is refuting the glorification by Shri Narad Muni. Atorthitam maya yajna sampadana mishadidam Nistham darshaya bhaktanam abhaktanam api prabho. Shri Yudhishthira Maharaj is saying, therefore, on the pretext of arranging a sacrifice, I begged Shri Krishna, O dear Master, please show how the fortunes of the devotees and the non-devotees are different. O Shripad Narad Muni, you are saying that we Pandavas are the recipients of Krishna's greatest mercy, but see, if ordinary materialists, they look at the problems, the vipad that came in our life, they will be turned away from Krishna Bhakti. And this gives us great pain. Therefore, you are glorifying us for having performed Rajasuya Yajna, where Shri Krishna himself participated and everything. But do you know, I had to request Krishna for that Rajasuya Yajna, that please help us with this Rajasuya Yajna. Yajna Sampadana. Help us arrange this Rajasuya Yajna so that people will see that you are favoring us, so that they will take to Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, no one will take to Krishna consciousness. They will let people see that you favor your devotees. You bring good fortune to your devotees. Yudhishthira did not undertake the demanding Rajasuya Yajna for power and fame. It would earn him. No. That was not the reason why Yudhishthira Maharaj undertook the performance of the complicated, elaborate, complex Rajasuya Yajna. Yudhishthira Maharaj and his brothers Bhim, Arjun, Nakul, Sahadev were untouched by such material motives. Anyabhilashita Shunyam. Yudhishthira Maharaj wanted only to help the world better understand the glories of Sri Krishna and his devotees. Taddeva deva bhavatas charanaravinda sevanubhavamiha pashyatu loka eshaha ye tvam bhajanti na bhajat utavo Bhayesham nishtham pradarshaya vibho kuru shrinjayanam. Therefore, O Lord of Lords, Deva Deva, let the people of this world see the power of devotional service rendered to your lotus feet. Charanara Vinda Sevanubhavam Iha Pashyatu. Let them see. Iha Pashyatu. Let them see the power of Charanara Vinda Seva. The power of devotional service to your lotus feet. Please show them, O Almighty One, Vibho means Almighty One, the position of those Kurus and Srinjayas who worship you, and the position of those who do not. Ye tvam bhajati and na bhajati. What is the difference between those who worship you and not worship you? Let the world see. We worship you, others don't worship. So please do some lila so people can see that by worshipping Shri Krishna, they will attain good fortune. This is a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 10.72.5. लोकयन्तो यतो लोकाः सर्वे त्वद्भक्तसम्पदा ऐहिका मुष्मिकीश्चित्राः शुद्धा सर्वविलक्षणाः भूत्वा परमविश्वस्ता भजन्तस्त्वत्पदाम्बुजं निर्दुःखा निर्भया नित्यं सुखित्वं यान्ति सर्वतः. By this sacrifice, Rajaswaya Yajna, all people will see the wonderful assets that belong to your devotees in this life and in the next. People need to see this. Tvad Bhakta Sampada. What is the opulence of your devotees? Aihika in this world and Amush Miki in the next. Your devotees are comfortable in this life and they get a better life in the next life. This let the people see. Loka lokayanta. Let people see. Sarve loka lokayanta. Lokayanta means to see. We say na vilokayanti. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena santa sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayanti. Vilokayanti means see. Lokayanti means seeing. Sarva loka. Let everybody see. Tvad bhakta sampada. What are the assets? What is the opulence of your devotees? In this life, Aihika and Amushmiki, in the next life also. They are never losers. They are always going to gain. Opulences, all pure. Chitra, Shuddha, wonderful opulences, pure opulences, utterly distinct from material assets. This let people see. Sarva Vilakshana means very unique. Vilakshan, very unique assets they get. Let the world see this. Then, gaining absolute trust in you, people will worship your lotus feet, become ever free from misery and fear. Once they become completely convinced by seeing us enjoying sampada, opulence, fortune, which is sarva vilakshan, which is very unique opulence, it is chitra, it's wonderful, and shuddha, very pure spiritual assets we enjoy in this life and the next. When people see this, then vishwasta, they will be convinced. Parama vishwasta, they will be completely convinced, supremely convinced about your devotional service, and then bhajanta tvat padambuja. Then they will worship your padambuja, your lotus feet. And what will happen when they worship your lotus feet? Bhajanta tvat padambujam, what will happen? The result of worshipping a lotus feet is they will become nirdukha. Dukkha means sorrow, nirdukha means without any sorrow. They will become nirdukha. They will become nirbhaya. They will be free from all fear. And nityam sukhitvam, they will attain eternally blissful state in all respects. Sarvata, they will attain yanti. How beautiful. Krishna, please show us some mercy and get us to successfully perform this Rajaswaya Yajna. In the Rajaswaya Yajna, the whole world will see how your devotees are blessed by you, protected by you, nurtured by you, favored by you with good fortune in this life and in the next. In fact, the opulences and fortune that your devotees enjoy, ordinary people cannot enjoy. It is param, it is sarva vilakshana. It is very, very unique. And therefore, parama vishwastha. They will get very complete faith in you. They will worship you. They will worship your lotus feet and they will become free from miseries. Nirdukha, they will become fearless. Nirbhaya, and they will attain eternal happiness. Nitya Sukhitvam. So Yudhishthira Maharaj is always thinking of Jana Kalyan, how to benefit others. People tend to be strongly influenced by the example of their leaders. Yadyad acharati shreshthas tattad evetaro jana. Sayat pramanam kurute lokastad anuvartate. The Pandavas fulfill their sovereign responsibilities perfectly. They were perfect rulers. By devotion and precise care with which they carried out the Rajasuya Yajna, Rajasuya sacrifice, by the perfect justice of their administration in this life, and by the exalted position among the demigods, they were sure to attain in the next, means Swarga, in the next life, higher destination in the next life. The Pandavas inspired the innocent people to follow the path of devotional service to Krishna. Hari bol. When devotees have a good, comfortable life, then others say, oh, maybe I should also take to Krishna consciousness. These devotees are so much favored by Krishna. Yogakshema Mahamya. Everyone could see that the extraordinary wealth and power of the Pandavas was untainted by material faults. It was Shuddha, Sampad. Because that wealth and power was intended only for the service of Krishna. The money of a devotee is spiritual because the devotee wants to use it in Krishna's service always. Sampratyabhaktan asmakam vipaksham stan vinashya cha rajyam pradattam yattena shoko bhut purvatodhikaha. Now, our non-devotee enemies have been destroyed. Jayadratha is gone. Duryodhan, Dushasan, Karna, Shakuni, they are all dead. Now our non-devotee enemies, Abhaktan, Vipaksha. Our opponents are non-devotees. Abhaktan, Vipakshan, Vinashya. They have been destroyed. Our kingdom has been returned to us. Rajyam Pradattam. We have regained our kingdom. And our grief made greater than ever before. Now our non-devotee enemies have been destroyed, our kingdom returned to us, and our grief made greater than ever before. Enemies are gone, kingdom has been obtained, but our grief has been made greater than ever before. Why? Because during the war with the enemies, Krishna was with us. And now that we have conquered our enemies and we have regained kingdom, now Krishna has left us. Our grief made greater than before. After the Rajaswaya sacrifice and the Kurukshetra war, that is one understanding. Here's another understanding. After the Rajaswaya sacrifice and the Kurukshetra war, both Rajaswaya Yajna and Kurukshetra war, Jarasan, Shishupal, Duryodhan and their allies were all dead. But before Rajaswaya Yajna, Jarasan died. Rajaswaya Yajna, during Rajaswaya Yajna, Shishupal died. And Kurukshetra war, Duryodhan, Dushasan died. But in fact, their existence has been annihilated in an even fuller sense because they were never to take birth again. So they were killed, but all of them attained liberation. And although the Pandavas, after long years of suppression, were free to rule, in Yudhisthira Maharaj's opinion, they had been happier when struggling against one threat of destruction after another because Krishna was there during all the Vipad. द्रोण भीष्मादि गुरवो अभिमन्यु प्रमुखा सुता परेपि बहव संतोस्मद्धेतोर्निधनं गताः. It is our fault that many saintly persons met their demise, including respectable, venerable teachers like Dronacharya and Bhishmadev, and dear sons like Abhimanyu. Hare Krishna. Abhimanyu Pramukha Suta. They were all killed. It is our fault so that I can sit on the throne, so that we brothers can rule. So many respectable and dear people had to die. This is why gaining the kingdom brought no happiness to Pandavas. Most of their noble relatives, many of them saintly devotees of Krishna, had been killed in the conflict for sovereignty. Yudhishthira Maharaj blamed himself for these deaths, since the war had been fought to install him on the throne. Yudhishthira Maharaj is holding himself responsible for the death of worshipable gurus like Dronacharya and Bhishmadev and dear dependent young relatives like Abhimanyu, Ghatotkacha. They had all been killed. So that is another reason for sorrow. स्वजीवनाधिक प्रार्थ्य श्री विष्णु जन संगते विच्छेदेन क्षणम चात्र न सुखांशम लभामहे. Aha. The company of those devotees like Abhimanyu and Bhishma Dev, they are Shri Vishnu Jan, devotees of Shri Vishnu Vaishnavas, is more desirable to us than life itself. And deprived of that association, we can no longer find any happiness. Hare Krishna. Now that we don't have association of Mahatma Bhishma, we don't have association of the Mahabhagavat Abhimanyu who was personally trained by Shri Krishna. Oh, we cannot bear to live. We cannot find any happiness. Shri Krishna Vadanam Bhoja Sandarshana Sukham Chatat Kadachit Karya Yogena Kenachit Jayate Chirat. We enjoy the pleasure of seeing Shri Krishna's lotus feet. Shri Krishna Vadanam Bhoja. Vadana means face. Ambuja means lotus. We, we enjoy Sandarshana Sukham. We enjoy seeing the lotus face of Shri Krishna only once in a while. Kadachit. Sometimes we get to see. When after long times of absence, he visits us on some business. Kenachit Jayate Chirat. He appears here, Chirat, after a long time. And that also not to meet us. अरे आपकी याद आ रही थी इसीलिए आ गया. नहीं. Not because he misses us or remembers us. Karya Yogena. He comes because there is some official work. Karya Yogena. Otherwise, for a long time, he doesn't come. He lives in Dwarka. Shri Krishna did return to Hastinapur a few times after the Kurukshetra war, as when Yudhisthira invited him to attend the Ashwamedh sacrifices. But these few visits were far too short to allay the pain of separation the Pandavas suffered most of the time. Hare Krishna. Love in separation. So Yudhishthira Maharaj is not satisfied with those short official visits of Shri Krishna. He feels the Yadavas are more fortunate. Yadavaneva sadbandhun dvarakayam asauvasan sada parama sadbhagyavato ramayati priyan. Aha. Yudhishthira Maharaj is saying the Yadavas alone are Krishna's true friends. In fact, Krishna himself is called Yadav. Krishna is not called Pandav. He's called Yadav. He's one of the descendants of Yadu Maharaj. Yadavan eva sad bandhu, his friends, his relatives, other Yadavas, living always with them. Dwarakayam asau vasan. He lives sada, always in Dwaraka. He's always busy satisfying those dear and supremely fortunate friends. Sadbhagya. Parama Sadbhagya. These people of Dwarka, the Yadus, are Parama Sadbhagya. They're supremely fortunate because Sadavato Ramayati Priyan. Because Krishna is always engaged in giving them pleasure. He gets married. He has 10 sons, one daughter from each, one palace. He gets his children married and he does puja in the house. He gets new clothes for them, new jewels for them, takes them here and there to the gardens of Dwarka. He is engaged like a perfect householder, giving pleasure to his big family. Narad Muni saw this when he went to Dwarka. He always busy satisfying his dear devotees and friends of Dwarka. Commentary. Shri Narad Muni might suggest to the Pandavas that Shri Krishna will soon finish his business and return to them, because to Krishna, the Pandavas are dearer than anyone else. No, Yudhishthira Maharaj replies. The Yadavas are even dearer. Shri Krishna very much favors the Yadavas simply because they are the most exalted members of the Lord's own dynasty. They are his own family members. Vrishnayo Sambandhad. Moreover, the Yadavas are endowed with the priceless treasure of pure love for Krishna. They have love for Krishna. Therefore, Shri Krishna goes out of his way to keep them always happy. Yudhishthira Maharaj reasons that since the Yadavas are enjoying Shri Krishna's company and the Pandavas are not enjoying Krishna's company, the Yadavas must be more favored. Who does Krishna stay with? Yadavas in Dwarka. That is his home base. So the Yadavas are more fortunate than we Pandavas sitting here in Hastinapur who rarely get Krishna's association, that too for a very short period, and that too because of some official business. But Krishna doesn't have official business in Dwarka. That's his home. That's his family. So they are more fortunate. Dear devotees, today is Friday, a little busy day for me. So we'll stop here. Krishna willing, we'll continue reading tomorrow. And of course, some of you will meet in the evening at 7 o'clock for our weekly Hari Katha. Thank you so much, dear devotees, for your kind association. Have a wonderful Krishna conscious Yogini Ekadashi. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. श्री बृहद भागवतामृत की जय. श्रील सनातन गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Hare
हरे
Krishna.